stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now I was just at Fridays, was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. In good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. A 1st down and then some, 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to right side with Harris. And it's a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he's brought down. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. McCaffrey will take it in. Touchdown Bears. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here for Bryant. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9. Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. They hand this off to Harris. Shoves him away. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A run with Harris out of the and he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Fields it right around the goal line.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
On the option, here's Herbert.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that
point. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Bears Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. He's got room at the 30. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago!
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't loading up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Now it's Herbert.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Christian McCaffrey
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting...
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Pitts here. 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He did it again.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
That's good for 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
135 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Meanwhile, Herbert's thrown into the hands of McLaurin. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they take a knee. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offensive